Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. As always, it's me, Ivan, and in today's video we'll be checking out the San Martin SN0009, which I bought about 2 months ago. Unfortunately, it was held by customs under the suspicion that it contained Russian diamonds, which is something that has never happened to me before. It was not such a big deal, but it took ages for me to receive it. But hey, the important thing is that I got it and I can finally give you my opinion about it. As you can guess, I bought this watch from the San Martin official store, and if you want to check it out, I've left the link for you in the description down below, as well as some discount codes. This model usually goes for about $280 or euro, but right now it's on sale and you can grab it for $220. I'm telling you straight away, for that price, you're getting a lot of watch for the money, both literally and figuratively speaking. Finally, this model is available with either a black or a blue dial, and it arrives in the usual San Martin packaging. Alright guys, you know how this goes. We're going to begin with the dimensions now, and then we'll continue with the design and the build quality. What you see here is one of the largest San Martin models. The case diameter is 44mm, while the lug-to-lug is 50.7. Then we've got the thickness, which is 13.4, and the lug width, which is of course 22mm. So yes, it's significantly larger than the last San Martin I reviewed a couple of weeks ago, but at the same time, it's much more wearable than I expected. Here it is on my 17cm or 6.7 inch wrist. I absolutely love the way it wears. It sits very flat, and thanks to this amazing bracelet, it's also very comfortable, and it feels perfectly balanced despite weighing 192 grams. In fact, I've been wearing it for 8 days straight. I even had it on one night and I never found it heavy or uncomfortable. So, as long as your wrist is not any smaller than mine, I believe you'll be very happy with the wearability of this one. When it comes to the design, it's not an original one. This model looks almost exactly the same as the Grand Seiko SBGA 463. And to me that's a big plus because it's a design I like a lot. In fact, a few years ago I really wanted to buy the Grand Seiko. Unfortunately, the lack of a ceramic bezel insert was a huge deal breaker for me. By the way, this San Martin isn't a brand new release, it's rather a re-release, and the major differences compared to the older model are the movement, the caseback, and the bracelet. You see, the older model featured a PT5000 movement, the shark caseback, and a different bracelet that was similar to the Grand Seiko bracelet, while this one comes with an NH35, a sterile caseback, and the same bracelet as the one we've seen on some newer San Martin models, such as the SN144. To be fair, I would have preferred if San Martin hadn't ditched the PT5000 and the shark caseback. But on the other hand, I do like the reduction in price. The other model used to cost $400 or euro, while this one, as I already said, can be had for $220. As far as the build quality goes, this is a San Martin, so you know what to expect. I mean, it's built exceptionally well and the tolerances are very tight. Obviously, the crystal is sapphire, the bezel is ceramic, and you also get a water resistance of 300 meters. Something else that's really impressive is the finishing. You can literally see yourself on the polished surfaces, while the brushing is very fine and consistent, and this goes for both the case and the bracelet. Speaking of the bracelet, as I already mentioned, it's the same bracelet as the one the SN0144 model comes with, but with a couple of noticeable differences. First of all, the inner edges are less sharp. It's not like the SN0144 bracelet is uncomfortably sharp or anything like that, but you can definitely tell that the edges on this one have been rounded. Secondly, the clasp is also different, but it's very nice nonetheless, and it's also adjustable on the go. Finally, the way the removable links are joined together is a bit unusual. What you're looking at is a screw head and a pin that you need to push out. By doing it this way, resizing the bracelet is just as easy as it is with regular screws, but you need to be careful not to lose the screw head. Next, let's have a closer look at the dial. It's pretty much the same as the one on the older model, except for a couple of things, such as this one being glossy, while the other one was matte finished. Then the other model had a cap on the handset stem, and it also had a slightly different text at the 6 o'clock. Everything else is exactly the same, and everything is exceptionally well finished. This dial, just like the whole design, looks almost identical to the Grand Seiko that is homaging, and I like it a lot. My favorite part about it is without a doubt the handset. It just looks very bold and it provides excellent legibility. Moving on, I would like us to have a quick word about the bezel and its action. First of all, you should know that this bezel is very nicely machined. The knurling is sharp and it provides a ton of grip. And when I say sharp, I mean sharp in a good way, at least that's how I feel about it. When it comes to the action, it's absolutely brilliant. It's precise, it's clicky, and it feels tight but smooth at the same time. There is literally zero backplay, and the alignment is spot on. I would have loved to see a fully loomed insert here, but I guess that's just me being spoiled by the SN0109 that I reviewed a couple of videos ago. By the way, the lume on the hands and the indices is BGW-X1, and it's fantastic. Alright guys, I believe I've covered about everything that you should know about this new San Martin. As you can tell, I like it very much. I think it's a fantastic watch for the money, just like most San Martin watches. And if you're looking for something bigger with a lot of wrist presence that looks like a Grand Seiko, you should definitely consider it, especially now that it's on sale. However, if this design is not your cup of tea and you prefer something more compact, feel free to check some of their other models which are on sale as well. That's all for today guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think about this one in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and of course consider subscribing if you haven't already. In addition, if you don't have anything better to do, go check my Instagram and TikTok accounts as well. Thanks again guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.